Hello, I'm an 8-year-old Josh, and I have big ears, and I'm wearing a rugby top, and it's Christmas, and I'm really excited. Oh my god. That was me, like 12 years ago, maybe 11 years ago, I don't know, a long time ago anyway. And my brother uncovered that picture a few weeks ago, and he sent it to me on BlackBerry, and he's been teasing me about it ever since, saying I look a bit geeky, and so on. I thought I'd introduce myself with that. Anyway, yeah, I've got some questions to answer and so on, and I was going to do like favourite films and stuff and like go through, just ramble about shit, but I haven't got time to do that because it's only 5 minutes this video, so I've got to talk really quickly about this and go on and on and on. So I'm going to say hi to Amy because I only asked for a shout out, and Amy couldn't think of any questions. What a letdown. I'm not happy with you, Amy, but you know, she's a nice girl, so yeah. Maybe I'll put a link up to these people who ask questions or ask shout-outs, and you can go and follow them or just go and chat to them about how wonderful I am or something. So yeah, that's Amy. Claire asked me some great questions. Hi Claire, you're really cool and I haven't seen you in a while. My earliest memory, I couldn't really think of an earliest memory, but I think that's because when I was in like school, I think I was bullied when I was little. I mean, I remember like when I was, well, I don't remember, this is the point. My ex-girlfriend told me that she like hung me by my ankles and dropped me on my head, like when I was younger, in like primary school, because I knew I went in primary school. And I don't remember this, but obviously I wouldn't remember it if it did happen, so yeah. And also my other friend Ersin, who I'm still quite close with, he tells me that he used to chase me around the playground when I used to have bad asthma. And whenever I had my asthma inhaler, whenever he saw me with it, he'd chase me around the playground so I couldn't like use it. And I'd tell him I was out of breath and he needed to pump my inhaler and he'd just chase me more. So he was a mean kid and I was just a bullied one at that. So maybe that's why I didn't remember having any real memories. But I'll try and think of one anyway. I do remember when I was like 5 and I used to take newspapers into school. I don't know, this stands for a newspaper, by the way. Just imagine there's a newspaper in the way and you can't see me. I used to take them into school and read them in reading time, like when I was like 5 in like reception. Everyone had their like little basic reading books and there's me with a paper reading the sports news. I was a bit of a geek when I was younger. Favourite time I ate at a restaurant. Last time I read this is the last time you ate at a restaurant, but yeah, favourite time. I don't know. I like eating at restaurants, so I don't really have a favourite time, but I like going Pizza Express and stuff, so yeah, if you take me to Pizza Express and give me pizza, then I'll be happy. My thoughts on Nando's, I've been twice. First time I didn't like it, second time I absolutely loved it, and I just swore over there. Anyway, the second time I absolutely loved it, so if you're a Nando's fan and you want to go Nando's, let's go Nando's. If you're not, then I'll find someone else to go with. My favourite chocolate is Maltesers, it always has been. I'm not really a chocolate fan anymore. Food I like, I love, tomatoes, roast dinner, waffles, potato waffles. I'm a massive fan of potato waffles. And yes, I do like Skittles. I haven't had Skittles for a while. These are questions from Lily, by the way. Hi Lily, how's it going? She's the one who actually made me do the video because she told me that she liked my last video and it cheered her up. And it made me think, oh, I haven't done a video in a while, so let's do a video. And I'm rambling now, and I've only got like a minute left on here that I can do. Kirsty, definitely called Kirsty, even though she hates being called Kirsty, she asked me what my favourite dinosaur was, and I will say T-Rex just because it's the first one that popped into my head. I used to be really obsessed with dinosaurs, but that's kind of waned as I got older. I don't know. I got an anonymous question asking if what my favourite type of underwear was in a woman. I don't know really. Whatever the woman feels comfortable in is fine by me, you know, so whatever you want to wear, you can wear. Finally, Beth, you told me that you'd be disappointed if I didn't mention Carl and you'd be on the vodka tonight. I really didn't want to mention Carl and just make you on the vodka tonight and then get you to drunkenly text me entertaining things, but I'll just mention Carl. I've got a little book. There's his little bald face. I think you can see him. There he is. Look at Carl. I've got like all of the Carl books. This is like the worst one because it's just the transcripts from the podcast. I don't know if you listen to the podcast, but yeah, if you don't know who Carl is, Carl Pilkington, bald-headed man, genius, best guy ever to live. So if you haven't heard of him, go and just Wikipedia him or Pilkipedia him, as he's got his own website. Anyway, I'm talking really fast because I'm trying to fit this in and say goodbye. So goodbye. I hope you enjoyed my crappy little video. Tonight I'm going to watch Casablanca. If you've seen it before, then give me some shouts and tell me if it's good or not. But don't ruin it, don't tell me the storyline. So that's it. And I might do another video tomorrow. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask.